So very naturally, the dream of separation has birthed something at war or in resistance with reality. And we can actually become aware of it and just learn to observe it. Yep, there's the little critter I made fighting with letting go into presence. Thousands of thoughts. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I think I'll take another breath. So yes, as we deepen presence, love's breath, Shalu, the mind will pull us away. If we fight with it, it wins. If we notice it and return to the breath, it loses. It loses fascination and power. So just return, feeling the breath. I breathe the breath of God. The breath of God breathes me. And gradually, with our own practice, we become aware of what I'm describing through your own direct experience. Whoa, that thought completely pulled attention away and I completely lost sight of the breath. Fascinating. I wonder why that thought or that image is so powerful for me. What if I let it go and come back to the breath? Inside the mind are many voices. We need to let all of them have their voice. But we call them to the table of presence, and they all make their noise. We just sit at the head of the table watching the little voices shout, do whatever they do. Would you like another little sip of breath? And gradually the voices start to calm down. They really rest into the exquisite miracle of feeling communion with the breath itself. I may need to take a breath, but as you just continue, notice it takes no energy to hear me. You don't need to be looking at me to hear me. You can reside in your breath and feel and notice. The in-breath fills deeply and rolls over into an out-breath. And let's attend today to the feeling at the end of the out-breath. There's a moment of deep silence, like a letting go. And then the breath naturally begins again. I don't have to grasp at it. It breathes me. The in-breath returns. I may even let it fill through the belly and then let it continue gently up through the ribs, the heart, and the chest, and then roll over into the out-breath, like a wave coming into shore and then receding. But I feel it, the nuances of the breath flowing through the body. Gradually this becomes a sweetness, it's attractive. I'm in exquisite communion with this mystery that is breathing me. I breathe the breath of God. The breath of God breathes me. Off goes the mind. Yep, that's the little thing I made to keep me distracted from presence. Thank you for sharing. I think I'll come back and make my home in the breathing. You may begin to feel that there is this sweetness, this vibration, that it's really attractive even for the mind itself within the breath. And within this sweetness is light. Joshua's called the breath the bridge to the Holy Spirit or to the mind of God. He said that if you're not breathing well, what are you truly saying about your relationship with the Holy Spirit, the field of wisdom and energy and light? If I refuse to breathe, I'm refusing to feel. If I'm refusing to feel, I'm actually dedicated to holding in place my world, my perceptions, my conclusions, my self. Yet that very self is what was made to separate me from the real and the true. Maybe it's wise to learn to breathe.